Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Welcome to Data Privacy and Compliance Orientation in school year 2020-2021. So we wanted to make sure you were aware of the ways in which we are protecting the data collected about your child and how it is used to enhance their learning experiences in the school. Please know that we are committed to protecting your child's education records. So our school, specifically the Institutional Data Privacy and Compliance Office, has developed comprehensive policies to comply with data privacy law and regulation and is subject to strict penalties if student information is misused or compromised. So when we are talking about privacy policy, or also known as privacy notice, this tells you about our policy regarding the data that we collect, use, disclose, and even transfer, including your personal data. If you are the parent or guardian of an applicant, student, or an alumni who is a minor, understand that this policy refers to the personal data of your child. So we also respect your right to privacy and aim to comply with the requirements of all relevant privacy and data protection laws, particularly the Data Privacy Act of 2012 or RA 10173. So in line with this, we will cooperate fully with the National Privacy Commission when it goes about its work of implementing the DPA. So like the NPC, we are also committed to striking a balance between your personal privacy, which is important to us, and the free flow of information, especially when this is necessary to uphold our legitimate interests and to effectively carry out our responsibilities as an educational institution. So when we're talking about personal data, the term includes the concept of personal information, sensitive personal information, and privileged information. Among them, the first two are typically used to distinctively identify you. So what about privacy policy and terms of agreement for students and applicants? We collect, acquire, or generate your child's personal data in many forms, including but not limited to written records, photographic and video images, digital material, or biometric records. So such personal data may include information that you provide us during your child's application for admission and information we acquire or generate upon enrollment, and also during the course of your child's stay with us and unsolicited information. When you apply with us for admission, we collect directory information like your name, email address, telephone number, and other contact details. We also collect data about your personal circumstances, such as your family history, previous school attended, academic performance, even the disciplinary record and employment record, medical record, etc. After you join the school, we collect information on the student's academic or co-curricular undertakings, classes they enrolled in, scholastic performance, attendance record, medical record. So we will also collect information for and in relation to co-curricular matters, such as outreach activities, as well as extracurricular activities such as membership in student organizations, leadership positions, and participation and attendance in seminars and competitions and programs. It may also include any records about disciplinary incident that you may be involved in, including accompanying sanctions. There will also be times when we will acquire other forms of data like pictures or videos of activities you participated in. So it's going to be via official documentation of such activities or through recordings from closed circuit security television or CCTV cameras, which are installed within the school premises. There may also be some instances when personal information is sent to or received by us even without our prior request. In such cases, we will determine if we can legitimately keep such information. If it is not related to any of our legitimate educational interests, we will immediately dispose of the information in such a way that will safeguard your child's privacy. We consider the processing of your child's data for these purposes to be either necessary for the performance of our contractual obligations with you, are necessary for our compliance with a legal obligation, necessary to protect your vitally important interests, including your life and health, necessary for the performance of tasks we carry out in the public interest, or even necessary for the pursuit of the legitimate interest of the school or third party. We understand that the Data Privacy Act of 2012 imposes stricter rules for the processing of sensitive personal information and privileged information. And we are fully committed to abiding by those rules. If we require consent for any specific use of your personal data, we will collect it at the appropriate time and you can withdraw this at any time, unless otherwise provided by law. So in terms of how we use your child's information, it includes evaluation of the application for admission, the processing of confirmation of incoming students and transfer students in preparation for enrollment, recording, generating, and maintaining student records of academic, co-curricular, and extracurricular progress. Also includes recording, storing, and evaluating students' work, which includes the students' homework, state work, quizzes, long test, exam, research paper, essay, and attendance. We will also be using your child's information in terms of the establishment and maintaining student information system, sharing of grades between and among faculty members, processing of scholarship applications, such as ESC grants and other forms of assistance, investigating incidents that relate to students' behavior and implementing disciplinary measures, maintaining directories and alumni records, compiling and generating reports for statistical and research purposes, providing services such as health, counseling, information technology, library, transportation, parking, campus mobility, safety, and security, managing and controlling access to campus facilities, communicating official school announcements, sharing marketing and promotional materials, soliciting your child's participation in research, and sharing your child's information with persons or institutions as provided, like the Privacy Education Assistance Committee or the PEAC, and even DepEd. To the extent permitted or required by law, we may also share, disclose, or transfer your personal data to other persons or organizations in order to pursue our legitimate interests as an educational institution, including a variety of academic, administrative, research, historical, and statistical purposes. For example, we may share or disclose or transfer your personal data for the following: posting of class lists and class schedules in the bulletin board, sharing of information to persons including parents, guardians, next of kin, etc., providing academic institution, companies, government agencies, private or public corporations, or the like upon the request with scholastic ranking information or certification of good moral character for purposes of admission. Also sharing information to potential donors, funders, or benefactors. Also distributing the list of graduates and awardees during commencement exercises. Reporting and or disclosing information to the National Privacy Commission or other agencies. Sharing information for accreditation like PASCO, PEAC. Complying with court orders, subpoena, and or other legal obligations. Responding to inquiries, verifying that your son is a bona fide student or graduate of the school. Conduct of research, sharing your child's directory information to the school's alumni association, publishing academic, co-curricular, and extracurricular achievements and success, where in bulletin boards or websites or the official social media sites of the school and even its publication. Sharing your child's academic accomplishments or honors and co-curricular or extracurricular achievements with school he or she graduated from or he was previously enrolled in upon their request. marketing or advertising to promote the school, including its activities and events through photos, videos, brochures, website postings, newspaper advertisements, physical and electronic bulletin boards, and other media, live streaming of the school's event, publishing communications with journalistic content such as news, information, publications, and social media sites. Your personal data is stored and transmitted securely in a variety of paper and electronic formats, including databases that are shared between the school and its different units or offices. So access to your personal data is limited to school personnel who have legitimate interest in it for the purposes of carrying out their contractual duties. So rest assured that our use of your personal data will not be excessive. Unless otherwise provided by law or by appropriate school policies, we will retain your relevant personal data indefinitely for historical and statistical purposes. So in terms of the retention period, we will do so as provided by law or based on school policy. So all affected records will be securely disposed of after such period. So how are we going to handle data breaches? So we recognize your rights with respect to your personal data as provided by DPA. So if you decide to exercise any of your rights, we will consider your action and address the same in accordance with the law. So should you have any concern or question regarding your rights, this policy, or any matter involving the school and data privacy, you may contact the Institutional Data Privacy and Compliance Office at 047-222-8199, local 107. So what is Republic Act number 10173? So with this regards, may I just explain to you very briefly what is RA 10173, or also known as Data Privacy Act of 2012. RA 10173 is a 21st century law that will address 21st century crimes and concerns. First, it will protect the privacy of individuals while ensuring free flow of information to promote innovation and growth. Second, it will regulate the collection, recording, organization, storage, updating or modification, retrieval, consultation, use, consolidation, blocking, erasure, or destruction of personal data. And third, it will ensure that the Philippines complies with international standards set for the data protection through the National Privacy Commission. So where is privacy in all of this? The law upholds the right to privacy by protecting individuals' personal information. In short, the National Privacy Commission protects individual personal information by regulating the processing of personal information. So starting today, as the school complies to RA 10173 without the consent of the parents or even the students, we will no longer post pictures of your children in any social media site without your consent. Even in posting of their personal information in the school bulletin boards, and even the disposal of school documents containing personal information of your children or even the parents. So starting today, we will already be applying the legal disposal through shredding, because it may lead to somewhat loss of reputation. That's why under Section 18 of the Implementing Rules and Regulation of Data Privacy Act of 2012, in terms of the principles of transparency, legitimate purpose, and proportionality, the processing of personal data shall be allowed subject to adherence to the principles of transparency, legitimate purpose, and proportionality. So, meaning inaccurate or incomplete data will be rectified, supplemented, destroyed, or their further processing will be restricted. So, why is privacy important? So privacy is important because privacy is the ability to control who can access information about our private life and our activities. Is important because privacy gives us the power to choose our thoughts and feelings and who we share them with. Privacy protects us our information we do not want shared publicly, such as health or personal finances. Privacy helps protect our physical safety. Privacy helps protect us as individuals and our businesses against entities we depend on or that are more powerful than us. Privacy is tied to freedom. So, meaning, can we really ask ourselves, could we really be free and have free will without privacy? So, how do I protect my privacy? There are many ways you can improve your privacy. For example, by exercising caution before sharing private data online or with others. You may also make minor decisions such as paying in cash instead of using your credit card, for example, encrypting your emails and backups, and reading the terms of services before using a product, and even using different passwords for every email accounts. So with this, we wanted to ensure all the stakeholders that your personal data will be safe in our school, and we will follow the principle of if we cannot protect your data, we will not collect it. Yun lamang po at maraming maraming pong salamat. Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat.